For part 2 of this video, I'm going to add in a little bit more detail here. So we're going to add in these side panels. Also going to add in, whoa, where's it gone? Going to add in the side panels. We're going to also add in some area where we can texture the floor, plus possibly these wires along the roof. We'll add the door in later on. So we're going to add in the side panels, the roof, the floor, and these wires along here. So this area, or this time, it's going to be fairly straightforward. I'm going to grab a shape, rectangle. Easiest way to add in these side panels, we just do one at a time. Fill that from there to there, like that. And then from here to here, like that. And then across the roof from here to here. We'll have to do each of these separately. I'm actually doing that slightly wrong. No, that's right, because I don't want to miss that gap there. So from there to that point, we'll cover the whole thing. There's a bit of a double up here, but hopefully the player will never see that area, so we shouldn't need to worry about that. If this was a really advanced program, what we'd want to be doing as well is deleting any surfaces that the player can't see that won't affect their geometry, because that's just less surface to render, makes the model better optimized. So I'm dragging from that corner there to that there to make that roof, from that corner there to that one there, from that corner there to that one there, and from that corner there to that one there, and then finally from that corner down to that one there. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to make that whole area there a component. So make component, wall and ceiling, and I can copy that. So I'll just do this manually, copy it from here, grab this corner and just move it to there, and grab this corner and just move it to there, and that corner and move it to there. Okay, so if I look down my hallway, I should see this is the blue side on the outside. Even though it looks kind of blue there, when we rotate around we can see that that's the inside. And anyway, we can check just by rotating this around, and as I rotate around it still stays blue, so that means the other side is the inside of it. Now if I need to, what I might do is just make another copy of this component and just bring it out here. That way I can edit this one and all the others will change. So for this, what we're going to add is just a little bit of detail inside here, push it back and create another surface which we'll put some transparency on. We'll put like a little texture behind it or something. So we're going to need to create some geometry on this here. So first of all, double click on this so that you're in component edit mode. And on this wall, just create a shape thing. Use the built-in guides, something like that. And then push it back just a little bit, like that. While we're here, we may as well do it now. Actually, no, we won't. We'll leave it till later. We'll put a transparent texture on there. So we'll just push that in like that. You can see that's happened. Across the ceiling, add an area where we can add some light texture. And we might just pull that down a little bit, like that there. There seems to be a slight error there. It may have just been, oh no, it's just where I've pulled the shape to. It's no biggie. That'll be fine. On the right hand side, we might add some panels. So we'll grab that there and put that one there. Make sure we use those to snap them. For this one, I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. Same with that, and then scale the top down. Hold Control, scale it in just a bit, and then same with this next one. like that there. So I've got those kind of sci-fi looking panels on the wall, which we'll add some texture to later on. So that's that part mostly done. So I've got some bits there. It's not exactly like this here. It's not a problem. And those are all modified in there, so I can delete this one now. Next thing I want to do is, actually, I didn't leave space for those cables along the top there. So we will go back in, and what we'll do is we'll move this whole ceiling up so that it's flat. Or what we can do is actually just delete. I'll move a copy of this out. Grab that component, move a copy out here, and double click this component to edit it. And I'm going to erase this line, this line, this line, this line, this line, and these lines here. And then just draw. And there might be a bit of a mistake here, but it should still work. Draw from there to there, across to there, and then from there to there. It is on a slight angle, but because it's out of the part of the viewer's screen, they won't see it. And then I can just erase these lines in here and get that flat roof again. Okay, so that leaves space for those wires to go, or cables to go along the top. Delete this one. And then in here, or not in a component, but I'm going to make a circle, which is this shape here. I'm just going to make it on this component point because I'm going to move it up. It doesn't need to be big, because what I'll do with that is grab the corner of it, select the whole thing actually, this circle, double click it, move the top of it, or from there, whoops, where's it going? It looks like it's getting bigger, but it's not. Move it to there, scale it down, hold control. It doesn't have to exactly be touching. And then I'm going to push it. Except I'm going to go around this edge here and push it all the way to the end here. Like that there. Actually, why do it that way? Let's make it easy on ourselves and just push it to here. So grab that, push it to here, and then I'll double click it, move it, and make a few copies across. I could do that and go divided by 3, make 3 copies. Now if I click each of these, and then make that a component, I'm going to call it cables. I'll copy that component now. So what I'll do is I can copy it. So grab the move tools. I want to grab that end of it actually. And you can move and rotate while you're holding on to something. It makes it a little bit easier. I might have to rotate all the way out. What's going on here? Click that button. And then move it to there. Divided by 4. I get all those copies in there. Except I may have just wanted it to be divided by 3. So let's grab that again. Divided by 3. Yeah, there we go. Now with this component, I'm going to make a slight modification to it. So I'm just going to grab a copy of it, move it out, and double click it. For each of these, I think, I'll have to check. It might be quite difficult to do this. Okay. I was going to try and make them kind of sag in the middle, but that's actually going to be quite complex to do because I'll have to undo everything and then redo it all. So we won't worry about that bit. I'll just delete that. Okay, now if I rotate around, I should see inside, I've got the panels all down the right hand side, I've got the bits on the left, I've got the bits for the lights along the top, I've got the, what do you call it, these things here, the cables along the top. The only thing left to do, and we'll do in the next video, is the door along there. Everything's looking pretty swish, and could use this in a pretty basic kind of game once we add some nice little textures to it. So I'll make sure that I save this. I'll call it Sci-Fi Hall. Click save and we'll continue in the next video.